Eish guys, nkosi yami ningixolele bandla nervous. Why ningithusa? Go back to the why first.
Yes.
I think a lot of times masu feel ngati, things are not going your way or you're feeling a bit like discouraged or demotivated. Go back to the why.
What is your why? And if
why?
your why is money, quit. I'm joking.
Now with immediate effects.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Notando and I make videos on construction, lifestyle and
Travel.
Today I am with Zama, and Zama recently qualified as a PRQS and she's here to answer the questions that I put to you on Instagram. Thank you, Zama, and congratulations.
Thank you.
We're gonna cheers to that. Cheers.
Cheers.
I wish you the best for your future.
Thank you, friend.
And very, very proud of you. This
Don't make me cry
easy.
now.
This is not easy. It's not easy. This is it's a big deal. It's a big deal. She's about to be rich, by the way.
Please.
Okay, so these are the questions that you guys asked on Instagram. And Zama's going to answer them. I'll help you where I can with things that I know as well, since I'm starting off in the journey as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first question is, does it matter if you register as an engineering QS or a construction QS? Please recommend one. I think I know an answer to this one.
Okay.
I think depending on the work that you do, you'll be forced to register as one or the other. Because I do engineering work like mining, blah blah blah. You do commercial, so you needed to register as a commercial
consulting.
Construction QS.
Yes.
So it depends on what you do. That's what I think. Am I right?
You are right. It depends on what you're doing. I started with consulting building, so that's what I've been doing and that's what I registered in. So it's beneficial for me because that's what I enjoy. That's what I do. But it really depends on the field you're in.
Yes, because also I noticed when you look at the rubric, because you need to be doing diaries and stuff.
Yes.
The work that you do will determine where your hours go.
Yeah. So it really depends on what you're working on or working the field you're in.
How many years of experience is required for one to be a PRQS?
Okay, guys. So firstly, there's different routes that you take. So it depends. Did you do your honors? Did you do your diploma? Do you have BTech? So there's different routes. So I'll speak on my route. I had my honors, so I did my honors. I did my undergrad and then I did my honors. So my route, I didn't need to do modules. So if you have, I think BTech or diploma, I'm just not sure. Guys, also don't be lazy to read. Go to SACQSP website, then you'll see like there's actually a document. When you go to documents, and then there's a guideline on the routes.
The steps.
The steps that you need to follow. So I think it will help also just to go there and do research for yourself. But I'll speak on my route, the one I took. So I had my honors. So all I needed was 3 years of experience under a PRQS. So that's what I did. But I actually didn't take 3 years, guys. We'll get to that part. I didn't take 3 years.
But I must please ask about the earliest steps one would take for PR registration, especially for students.
Okay, I don't know if you can register while you're still a student. I don't think so, because you need a mentor. You need to be working in a
firm.
Guys, just a disclaimer. I'm talking about my route.
Your journey.
My journey.
Everyone has a different path and stuff.
So you need to be working under. In my case, I needed to be working under a consulting firm, and which, thank God, that happened. So I registered on my first year of working, which was 2017. Yo, dalanga registers. Dalang 7. But yeah, I registered when I started working full-time, I don't think you can register while you're still a student. You need to be working because obviously the experience that you need to report on is what you're working on and the projects that you're working on. And as a student, but full this summer drawing.
Okay. I'm 31 doing my first year in QS. Will I have problems getting a job after graduating because of my age?
Darling, you're still young. Also, I feel like this is personal. Like, age doesn't matter to me. Like, for me, like, literally today I can say I'm dropping QS and I'm going to study arts or whatever. Like,
that's
never
true.
use age as
An excuse.
Because time is going to move anyway. You know, so I'm proud of you, actually, for starting. Your dreams are valid no matter the age. You can be 65, and if you want to start a new career, go for it.
Okay. How will she advise a person who's pursuing the QS career? So I think this is general advice.
So, like, I think QSing is a nice character builder.
Nah?
Because, like, you work with different people. Like, you work with engineers, you work with a project manager, and they do things differently. And I remember I would get frustrated by how engineers prepare their BOQs, but they follow like the sense method.
System,
yes,
and
and
numbering
we
is
follow
different.
our own system. And so, like, it's a good character builder. Like, you learn to be patient. Like, I feel like this career has taught me to be patient, and patience is very important in this career, Shem. And but it's also great. Like, I feel on a positive note, Uguti, you learn how to like learn people, how to connect with people. Like, I've made so many friends in different like sectors, and so it's a good career, guys. Shem.
What are the requirements of being a professional QS? How was the journey throughout? What was your journey?
Okay, so my journey, yo guys. Firstly, I was meant to take 3 years. I did not take 3 years, and the reason I did not take 3 years is I wanted to get to a point where, when I get my PR, I'm really like a PR. You know, I didn't want to be
Ticking
a
boxes
PR,
for the sake
a
of
PR QS. But then when I'm asked about things, I'm still. Obviously, we learn every day. I'm not saying I know everything now, but I just wanted to get to a point where I'm ready, you know, and not look at the number of years that are required.
Okay.
Because obviously you need 3 years, but it took longer for me because I just wanted to be comfortable and the project that I'm using and know that I was involved and I was in it, and that helped.
Okay, yeah, that's great. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm from Zim. I got a diploma in QS. Which university in South Africa can I do my bachelor's?
Yo, guys, we have a lot of universities in South
doesn't
Africa.
matter, actually.
It really does not matter. You can go to TUT, you can go to UP, you can go to VET, you can go to UCT. It's honestly up to you. Your money, like you must look at a lot of different things.
Yeah, so what you can afford,
Yeah.
the location that you want to be based in, how much money you have, what each university provides, because some of them, not all of them, provide like a bachelor's. You can get a diploma, you can get so look at all of those things. But when you start working, you realize it doesn't matter where you went.
It really does not matter.
It does not matter.
Really does not matter. So I think for me, my advice would be, what's your goal? You want to be a QS. It's advisable to go for a bachelor degree as compared to a diploma, because it's going to take longer. You need to do a diploma, do your BTech, and then do your honors. As compared to if you do your bachelor degree, you can just jump to honors and then. Yeah. So it's up to you. It's up to you.
What is the preparation process for the APC interview?
Oh, guys, say chance of it.
Oh, I remember when you were studying for like a week.
Weeks and weeks. Like, yes, a chance, but I think for me, as much as there's also the council is very supportive in that regard. There's resources in the website. You can go there. There's a guideline on how to prepare for your APC interview. But into you must put in the work. Also, you cannot you can't cook your experience, you can't cook it. You can't talk about something you never did. So it's really important that it's going back to my point, Uguti, I needed to feel ready that I have the experience. It doesn't help just to know the theory and not have the physical experience. So for me, know your work. What
do they ask you?
Oh,
Like, do they ask you specifically? So on this project, how would you say, what challenges do they ask?
They
questions
do.
like that?
They do ask also personal questions. Like I know for my interview, like they ask personal questions. So how do you deal with this? Because in your project specific report, you elaborate. Like there's a part where you speak about your challenges or what you learned there, like problem solving. You need to know the work because you cannot like it's not about theory, guys. It's not like your normal exam from varsity.
Well,
like
see, the definition of a feasibility study is
you can talk about the definition, but where now, what did you do in that definition? You know, like you can't say we like a feasibility study is about like learning or like investigating whether or not the project will be feasible. Don't. But when in your project,
what did you do
to check if it's feasible? What measures did you take? What value engineering did you take or whatever? Like you need to know. You can't cook shambandla as kissing.
So how did you prepare? You just need to know your work, nah?
Know your work, but obviously also know the theory.
Okay.
I won't lie about that. Yes, combination of knowing your work. They're very strict on that. You need to use the correct terminology.
Okay.
You need to use the correct terminology. Like, yeah.
Okay.
But as a QS, like if you really worked in it, terminology is it's second nature to you. Yeah.
Would you recommend that you do a BSc honors in QS immediately or go to work after a degree?
Personally, it worked out better for me to do it immediately.
Yeah, I think just do it immediately. Finish with school, like do what you need to do. Yes, work experience does help and counts, but going back to school after you start working is so hard.
You have deadlines for work, and now you have deadlines for school. I think just do it. Do your undergrad, do your honors, then go work. Yeah, for me that worked out better.
Okay. Have you experienced any challenges?
Guys,
every day.
challenges are there.
Part of life.
Even the Bible says, guys.
You're right.
Challenges will always be there, guys. Challenges will always be there, but greater is He.
Can you successfully become a PRQS working for a contractor?
I actually have never met a PRQS who works for a contractor.
Since my journey started in contracting, it's way harder because there are not a lot of mentors. If you can find a mentor while you are in your contracting journey, then you can do it. But I remember at my one company, there was one who became a PRQS
while working for contracting.
That's the thing. I never got to talk to her and ask her how she got her PR. Maybe she started in consulting, or maybe she had. Because we don't do this. We do.
You don't do stage one. You don't do stage 1 to 4. Yeah.
Yes, we're post contract. Like we dismantle the bill. I still identify as a contractor.
Girl, so sugile. Please come back.
As in contracting, you do like the post. Contract
well,
stuff.
you do stage 4, but just the pricing aspect.
So it's like the bill, the adjudication and stuff is done. The BOQ is put together, the contract is signed, then it's given to us. And then we're contracting, you then break it up and then give it to your various subcontractors.
Yeah.
That could have a bit of... So it's hard. It's much
you can't
harder.
have stage 1 contracting.
Yeah, that's true.
You can't. Like, I don't know, maybe if you do design and build, I don't know. It's different. I think, guys, honestly, consulting is the way if you want to do your PRQS.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Maybe they wanted to ask if when you're an intern, can you register maybe?
Okay.
I don't know. You can.
You can. Yeah,
I mean,
you're working and as long as you have a mentor.
Your experience counts,
guys.
Your experience counts. Yeah.
Hi, Sis Natando. I just want to know that is it okay to start with the process of registration maybe as a student, as a junior QS, or I think we just answered it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, but business is not time.
Oh, Sissy. How long did it take you to be a PRQS? Oh yeah, because you were saying it's longer than 3 years. But
yeah, I took longer than 3 years. So I registered 2017, and I only got my PRQS now, like this year. I was meant to get it last year, but I got deferred. I was so hurt. Remember?
Yes. What does that mean? Did you go through the interview and you didn't make it?
Yeah, I didn't make it at the interview, and then they deferred me for, I think it was 6 months.
Okay. But at least you knew.
Yeah, it wasn't like, guys, the nerves. Zima.
Really?
What
happened the first time?
Okay, so the first time the interview was virtual. It was before they went back to face to face. So the interview was virtual. I remember it was May. It was cold, guys. I didn't even switch on the heater. I was at my apartment. I didn't switch on the heater because I wanted to be alive. The interview, I did my presentation, your project specific reports. It went well, and then they started asking technical questions. And
What type of technical questions?
so they ask, like, how do you calculate your escalation? How do you calculate? So you need to know, like, how you calculate escalation pre-contract and post-contract. So I think what made me get deferred, I started mixing up the terminology. They're very strict with terminology. So you can't say, for example, like, you can't refer to, like, contract value and contract sum doesn't mean the same thing. You know, like, things like that. So you need to be very, very careful. Ube watch, ube la. So it was those things. I got deferred. You know what? I was really depressed about it.
I remember you so sad. I know, but I was just like, you've made it so far, like, and now you know what to expect.
Actually, like, I think, Shem, I must just share with you guys, don't give up. No matter deferred, don't give up.
Yeah, you're already there.
Yeah,
it's
like,
not the end of the world.
Yeah.
It's just 6 months. You're going to come back again. And look at you now.
Shem, I resubmitted in January, and then I passed the resubmission, and they said, come back for an interview. Did an in-person do your mock interviews as well. They help a lot. Like, mock interviews, ask people who have done it already, sit down, let them ask you questions. Yo guys, I can't even give a shout out to them because baning and manje ngifuna ukukhohlwa umuntu, but niyazazi guys, thank you so much. Yeah.
Okay, is it still recording? Okay. Is it better to have a mentor that you work with in the same company? Does it, or it doesn't matter?
For me, you need to have for me, having a mentor who you work with is better.
Okay.
Because you're working on the same projects, you can always consult with them. I think if Mina Beguyim president of council, I'll say only have a mentor you work with. Because this is the person you're working with on a project. This is the person who's guiding you, who's like, you know, they know your weaknesses and your strengths. Unlike someone who's working for another company.
They're not closely monitoring.
Yeah, because they need also to see that you're getting enough experience. So, like, as opposed to someone who's out there, they can't channel you, you know, to say, okay, you know enough of stage 3 now. Let's focus on stage 4. You know, things like that. So.
Okay. What experience did you gain in your first year of employment?
Yo, guys, no question win. First year, that was 2017.
You gained a lot.
I gained a lot. Like, Sham, I don't want to, like, I've worked for, like, great companies in terms of, like, learning.
Oh yes, yeah, I remember you started. Yes, I remember.
Yeah, like, I learned a lot. So I learned a lot, guys. On my first year of working, I think first year of working, the one thing I didn't do is feasibility. I definitely didn't do feasibility studies. But in terms of stage 5, like doing valuations, PPSs, measuring, doing POQs, estimates, I learned a lot. But feasibility,
What are the competencies should a quantity surveyor focus on? Like, what skills, I guess? What do you need to be competent in?
Everything, guys. You need to know how to manage your time. Everything is always urgent, man. And it's not fair, guys. You know, everyone, like, our engineers will get like 2 weeks to prepare designs and estimates. Architects, they get 2 weeks. But I need a few days, but it's still BOQ.
Let's say ASAP.
So you need to know how to manage your time. You need to be very analytical. Because, like, unfortunately, we focus on a lot. It's not just numbers, the contracts also. You need to be here because now you must read the contract. You must understand the contract because at the end of the day, everything boils down to money. Unfortunately, everything boils down to money. You need, as much as the engineer prepares their own BOQ, melubela. Babus ukuthi hayibo guys angesave yini lapha you know, so nje guys you need a lot, but you need everything.
It's 3 in 1.
You need everything.
Okay, what would you advise the first year who is motivated to be a QS? Focus on school, have fun, pass, What else?
Jesus, I'm sure.
Yes. Balekile leyo, bazalwane.
Yebo. Go back to the why first.
Yes.
I think a lot of times, masu feel ngati, you know, things are not going your way, or you're feeling a bit like discouraged or demotivated. Go back to the why. You
What
know,
is your why? And if
why?
your why is money, quit.
Jeez. Now with immediate effects. Guys, they sold us dreams.
Yes,
God.
like if it's money, then maybe reevaluate your why. It should be because you like to work with numbers, you like contracts, you like being
people,
you like buildings, you like the industry, and yes.
Money shouldn't be your main driver. If money is your driver, maybe you must look for external science, kanje.
Yeah.
Oh, actually,
IT,
it's so
information systems.
Yeah, but and beka lapha go CASA, yabo.
Yeah.
Go lapho ke ngathi mali idliwa ngama kharaf. Thina ngapha bandla siyapatanis. Yo ngiyadlala the tongue creates us patanisi, but
it's harder. Like it's not instant.
It's not instant. Yes. It's not instant.
You need to become a PRQS first. Then it's gonna come. Do companies with quantity surveyors actually allow volunteers? Yeah, if you have connections.
I've actually heard Kumula Assistance Zama in service training. A lot of people did volunteering there. They were not getting paid. They just needed the hours and the experience to graduate.
So yeah, some companies do. If you go to a site, depending on if you go to a site or a consulting firm, it's harder for consulting firms because it's a process for you to be on the system.
Yeah.
Because you need like resources, you need a laptop, you need all these other things. But on sites, they always need some help.
Yeah.
So it's easier to volunteer on site than it is in consulting. But I think in consulting, if you have a connection or somebody who works there, you can do it. My mom actually got me in as
a consulting.
Yeah,
Is
like
it?
when I was in varsity. Like
connected, girl.
Her friend's son. Her friend's son has a company.
Yeah.
And then she asked her friend to then I consulted for them for a while. I went to, what did I learn there? Went to a site handover. I was reading the JBCC contracts. I met some nice people.
Yeah.
And actually one of the girls that I met there plays pedal now. Like,
is
we
it?
play pedal like on the Friday.
I can't believe I haven't gone to pedal.
You must come the next time.
I think connections help though, because even how I got into this, it was grade 11. My principal, I told my principal, you know what, I've heard of this. Like I told him that I don't want to be just office based, but I also don't want to be just outside.
Okay.
So he told me about QS, and then he introduced me to his friend. Oh, Sis Nomajes, I don't even know where she is now.
You need to find her.
Yo, he introduced me to his friend. I met up with her over coffee, and I asked her questions. She was such a lovely lady. And then she introduced me to Yao. Oh, Yao Batung. Oh, Yao, I'm still in contact with him. And then he also, like, I went for job shadowing.
You were in grade 11?
I was in grade 11, bruh.
That's nice. At least you got like a pre.
Yes. So I met Yao, went for job shadowing. He's so lovely. Oh, God bless you. But yeah, Shem, I feel like knowing people and just networking, it really helps, guys. It really like bring things to perspective. Yeah.
So I think companies do allow volunteers if you just try, especially for Does a registered QS make, and how long does it take to become one? How much? I'm going to emphasize that one. How much does a registered quantity surveyor make?
Oh, guys, I'm so honestly, like things, the salary, guys, they so it depends what you
Yeah.
So if you started in the very, very bottom, like
you go bottom and then
medium, and then before you get there, it takes longer than someone who started medium. You get my point.
So it depends on where you work. There's
where
no
you started.
Set. If only there was a set standard.
Yeah.
When you're here, when you're there.
Yeah.
But I do know that on the QS, there's a rate that you can now charge as a PRQS.
Yes.
An hourly rate.
Yes.
Which is a lot.
Yeah.
If somebody seeks out your services and stuff like that. So there.
You could use that as a guide to calculate
how much.
Yeah, how much. So, and the nice thing is...
Do you make that when you work, or you can make that when you work for yourself?
I think more when you work for yourself, and also when the company charges fees to a client, they use that as a guide as well. So it gives a good range. You could see, okay, PRQS with 5 years or less experience, PRQS with you know, like so you use that as a benchmark type of thing.
Yeah.
But like, yo guys, these things are very, like, it depends on how footy. Do you know how to negotiate for yourself?
Yes.
I think it's like that for every career, honestly.
That's
like
true.
There's no set route. When you graduate you get 20k. It's all up to you, guys. I know people who had less experience than I did and they earned less than me. Or like I know of some people who had less experience and they earn more than people who had more experience. So it really depends on
your journey.
It's personal.
Yeah. Okay. What are the benefits of being an engineering QS versus a construction QS?
I wouldn't know for an engineering QS because I've never worked in that space. But I would like to believe that they're similar. Like when you're a pure QS, you can start your own thing. You more independent. You're more recognized. You know, like I'd like
the work that you do.
It's different.
It's different. Yes.
Yeah.
Right now, I think I'm an engineering QS now.
Yeah, you are. Need to have my name. Farmer gumboots.
So the work is different. I'm not gonna lie. Like it takes me a while to figure out what is being built because basically, structure. It just looks like isometric drawings that we used to draw in Boston.
Oh, I hated drawing.
Like I'm like,
I actually don't like drawings. It's so funny that I'm a QS and I don't like drawings.
Really? No, I like drawings. Like I like drawings because I did drawings, but like I struggle to visualize what it is.
Yeah.
Unlike a house, I can see this is a bed, this is a bathroom, this is a door, this is whatever.
Yeah.
But with engineering QSing, you're looking at bolts and
it's
machinery.
too technical.
Yeah, it's harder to visualize. It's so much harder to visualize.
I feel you. It's like structural skill. Like
what is? Yeah, that's what you're looking at. Bolts, concrete.
Okay, I don't think I'd enjoy that. I already know.
The switch to me is very, very different. But what I like about it is less trades. Because in buildings, it's like skirting, light switches.
And there were coffin.
That could be millions.
Ooh, bank.
Yeah. So I don't think there's a benefit. They're just different. The pro good engineering could be that it's less trades that you need to look out for, and like Google in construction.
But I think if you are more, you artsy and you like, it's like you like interior designing, building is your thing. Like
yes,
I think now that I'm working on like a lot of office fit outs, it's so nice to see things come to life with the furniture in there, with the wallpapers. It's really nice. I don't want to lie, I really enjoy that part. Like seeing from a 3D, like a render or a drawing, and then you see it live. It's fulfilling.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember when I was in contracting, and I was in commercial buildings.
Yeah.
When, let's say, the first phase is done, and then they'll have like a demo room so that people, like, because we're doing student accommodation.
Yeah.
And then when they put the furniture in and the plants and the stuff, and then you're like, wow, we did this. This is so nice.
It's so really nice.
Yeah.
I think that's one thing I actually like about my career, like seeing something go from dust literally and then it's up there.
Yeah, that's true. So the nice thing about construction is how it looks when it's complete, and the sense of pride that you have, like when you look at the building. I just want to know if it's possible for a QS to work in the bank fraternity, i.e. as a property finance analyst, etc. And what other careers are there for someone who studies QS?
Yo, guys, it's very possible.
It's possible.
Very, very possible.
Maybe I should get someone who works in banking.
In the banking, yeah.
As a property analyst.
I know a guy we went to school with, but he was studying property and is working in a bank, but in the fraud department. I feel like the bank has so much, guys, and I feel like they're not that strict to go to. You must have studied accounting or like commercial stuff.
Experience that you have, they can find a way.
Like I feel like the bank, guys. I actually plan to end up there in a way, like, because there's so much you can explore there, but you can, like property finance. I remember I applied for a post in one of the banks as a construction cost analyst. So like there's a lot
and there's a lot of opportunities, and especially in the property field, because like I said in an old video, yes, banks usually work with giving people loans, and they just need someone who has the technical experience to suss out whether or not this is a good valuation type of thing. They need to evaluate, is this going to be a good loan that we give someone? Are they using the money accordingly? Are we going to be able to get our money back? that's how you are valuable as a
Yeah.
construction professional in the bank.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Even insurance. I know a lot of people we went to school with who are in the insurance and claims departments.
Because let's say there's a fire and your house burns or whatever, and someone can then say, with the planning of the house, your roofing guy was not registered with the CIBD, whatever.
Yeah.
We can't pay you.
Yeah.
Or we can pay you.
Yeah.
They need someone who has construction experience.
Background, yes.
To make sure that the claim is valid. It's kind of like, it's the same. It's what we do pretty much.
Yeah.
When a contractor claims or whatever, you need to evaluate the claim.
Progress and that the client is not paying for something that's not there. It's always a fight every month. Ooh, why vele ama QS ama contractor ama crook kanje? Uke wasebenza khona phela ngibuza wena. Nama crook
abanamali.
Hayi. Umuntu azothi we've built 500 squares of tiling. Ushafika. There's not even 20. There's no, guys. Nama crook nini? Nyanibona silathi.
I remember a subcontractor said to me, they've put in skirting 9,000 meters or something like that.
You got to sign this.
No, not even like I'm on site. Like I'm working with it, and I know that 9,000 meters is for the whole building, and you're only dedicated to block 1. And the last 0, it looks like a different font. It's okay, fine, 900. Let me add another one. Let me just see.
You got no skebengu, guys. Stop being skebengers, please.
Is it possible for a QS to be a site agent? And if you study construction management, can you be a project manager?
Oh, I wouldn't know. Yes,
I'm not sure.
I really wouldn't know.
No, you can. Actually, know someone. It's because after you get your, because your first degree, well, in our university is construction studies. When you work, if you don't go for your honors, you can work as a QS or you can work as a site agent.
Okay.
Yes, a construction manager.
Yeah.
So I've actually seen a person who has moved between the two.
Okay.
Because you have the
That's
knowledge.
Nice.
You can. Yeah, you can. You definitely can. But yes, it is possible for QS to be a site agent. And if you study construction management, you can be a project manager. Yes. Project management is something that you learn post school. Like there's no course for project management in school. Maybe you can do like courses that enhance you
to be a project manager
after school.
I don't think I like project management. It seems, for me, no disrespect to project managers, but it seems so admin
very administrative.
Minutes and I don't know. I don't think I like it.
I'm thinking about all the minutes I still have to do. To be very, I feel like if you're gonna do project management, make sure your personality is a social one as well, so that it comes easy.
If you don't like people, Shem, I don't think you'll make it as a project manager.
Yes, you need to be able to. Since we're moving to the digital space, AI, how is the future looking for QS?
We are irreplaceable.
AI can be helpful to us, but it can never replace it. I don't think it can replace it, but it can help make our jobs a bit easier.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of humanness that's still required. Yes, there's a lot of humanness that's still required.
Can you do phone calls in AI?
No.
AI but yeah,
no.
That human aspect, because we're managing the funds for the client, and AI cannot.
Yes, that's true.
And also the client needs to trust you. The client needs to feel like you want to have that connection with them. You can't have that with AI.
That's true.
Yeah.
So no, we're fine. The future. Exactly. Yeah, so I think it can help us in the sense that
it's like a gang. You remember gang? Okay, I'm sorry guys, I'm too playful.
I think it can help us with sharpening certain things.
Yes, definitely.
So you can use it to your benefit, but it cannot replace you.
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay, I'm too playful, guys. I need to come back.
What is the registration process for someone with an advanced diploma in QS? I think
advanced diploma. Isn't that equivalent to honors?
I don't know. No, it's BTech, I think.
Okay, then you still need to do your modules. I think there's 18 modules, professional modules.
So
if
after
you
have your advanced diploma, you need to do your 18 modules. Do you then also go to the APC interview?
Yes, you do. I think the only difference between if you have your honors and you don't is the module. I think the modules are there to cover honors.
Okay.
And then everything else is the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you still need to do that.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we answered all the questions. Was it 28 questions?
Yeah, it was a lot, but amanye pinda. Like I feel like
Yeah.
some of them
Were
spendulile. Siyabonga bandla.
Okay, guys, thank you so much.
I want to do this every week. Interview every week.
Interview every week. So those are my questions. Interview every week.
It was so
I hope you're
fun.
not halfway in the second one. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope that you answered your questions. So if you do you want me to add your
My Instagram. It's private though. But I'm follow abafune.
You can follow her. What's your handle?
Konjugubani?
Zama.
Zama Jol. Let's check.
Yes,
Where's my
Zama
phone?
Jol. You don't know your handle?
I
You can follow her on
don't. Guys,
Instagram
yes,
at Zama Jola.
bandla kosiam.
But if you're gonna ask her about what we spoke about today, she's gonna bring it back.
It's Zamajola _N.
Zamajola_N on Instagram. Zama.
I think it's best to follow me on LinkedIn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Find her on LinkedIn. What's your LinkedIn name?
Zama Ngulunga.
Zama Ngolunga on LinkedIn.
NQULUNGA.
On LinkedIn and
Sorry, guys. That's not very cutesy. That's not very demure.
It's not very demure, it's very
Yeah.
mindful.
Yeah,
you
sorry,
can follow
guys.
her for more questions there. I hope that she answered all of your questions. If you still have more questions, you can post
Also-
them in the comments, né?
And also, guys, just go to the website at council. There's a lot there. Like, there's a lot. Familiarize yourself with that
The
website.
What's the website again?
You just type SSCQSP and then it'll take you to their page. There's documents, there's resources, there's fee scales, there's everything. Go there, guys.
It's got everything.
Go there.
Yeah, don't be lazy to read. Go to the website and find everything else. I'm also now on my journey. I'm officially
All the
a
best,
candidate.
my friend.
Thank you.
All the best. You're gonna get it though. When up. Spongo, got knowledge.
I just need to backdate like a year or two.
You shouldn't
of
let your
my-
experience go to waste.
Nah, I just need to backdate a few of the consulting experience that I have. But yeah, maybe I can also do like an update as I go. This is what's happening,
actually,
my journey.
take them through your journey.
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
happening so far, what I've done so far, and the steps and stuff like that. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this video useful.
I